So hello guys, I see we have around 70 people in the meeting, so let's start the event. Hello everyone, I am VJ's Pranavasri. I am the cloud facilitator of this year for 30 days of Google Cloud and IIITH. Uh, Joining me are Triansh and Pratyush. We are the cloud team of GDSC IIIT Hyderabad. Today's session is a basic introduction to what is cloud, Google Cloud, and a basic demo on Qwik Labs and 30 days of cloud, what this event is and what this will get you. So let's start with a basic introduction to cloud. What do you understand by the term cloud? In general, thought in everyone's head is cloud storage, Google Drive, OneDrive. We store our photos, we store our files. Well, but is that the extent of what cloud is? In technical terms, cloud is just a computer running somewhere else which you remotely access. So shouldn't that give you infinite possibilities to do many things? Like you have a laptop, you can use it for multimedia, you can use it for streaming, you can use it for development. So in the same way, a cloud computer running remotely should also be able to give you access to do all those things, correct? That is what cloud is. It allows you to have data storage, servers, database, networking, host your software, deploy stuff, and a lot of things. It makes us possible to remotely access without even having any kind of compute power at our hands. Before going forward and talking about Google Cloud, 30 days of cloud, let's see what is the benefit. Like, why do you even want to look at cloud? Why do you want to learn cloud-based technologies? It is forecasted that cloud computing market will hit $791 billion by 2028. Even though the forecast might end up wrong, that's a huge amount, $791 billion. I don't know if I can bring something up for comparison. And which all companies employ Google Cloud as the solutions? Tech Mahindra, Wipro, a lot of startups, and even Apple is using Google Cloud for the solutions of multiple backend or front-end services. So what is Google Cloud? As I said, cloud is a remote computer, so why not just buy a system somewhere remotely, set it up yourself, have some networking done, have some work done, get your DNS together and all that stuff. No, but okay, from the learning perspective, you want to be able to know how the networking works, how the security works. But let's say you're a company, or let's say you want to launch your product. Your first and foremost priority is going to be launching your product, deploying your product, and doing whatever your product does, not the work around it. That is where platforms like Google Cloud, Azure, or AWS come into picture. They have all the groundwork done and ready, and they offer you the service, exactly the one which you need. For example, Google Cloud is run on the platform, Google Cloud Platform, and it has a lot of categories, a lot of services. You want to do heavy computing, you want to do containers, there is a compute engine, there's Kubernetes engine. You want to manage stuff, you want to track, there's a management. You want to work with data, you want to do queries, there's big data. You want to work on security, learn how to make your application secure. There is a complete section on identity and security. All of these are services offered by Google Cloud Platform. What do? They make your life easy. It's just like filling a form. And the only concern you as a deployer or as a person would have is to work on your product, not on how to host it, how to deploy it. All of that is taken care of by Google Cloud Platform. How do you access this Google Cloud Platform? There are multiple ways of doing it. The most common way is going to the GCP website through the web UI and access and using the GCP platform. Or you can use your terminal. You can use the Cloud Shell, and they have the command line interface through which you can access all the services. And guess what? What's even better? There's a REST-based API. You can integrate them directly into your applications and use them to monitor, deploy, and do whatnot. And the fourth, the most surprising and amusing thing was they even have a Cloud Console mobile app. I was not aware of it myself. You can, you might ask, why would I want to work on deploying something and working on your mobile? No, you will not be deploying, but you will be monitoring. You'll be looking at the status of your services, and that makes it a lot more easier. So with all that said, so why do you need this 30 days of cloud? If cloud is so simple, cloud is so direct, why do you need this 30 days of cloud? You see, even though it's a cloud platform, even though it's simple, it's not free. You want to employ your solution, you have to pay. From a company's perspective, that sounds natural. That sounds okay. You have a product, you want to launch it, you want to pay for launching it, perfect. But from a learning perspective, do you want to pay to learn how to do that? No, of course not. 30 Days of Google Cloud is a program which will allow you to learn all those services, how to host, how to run a query, what all services Google Cloud has to offer. And all of you are lucky because there have been only 50,000 or 55,000 plus participants this year. That's not that much of a big number. And only you get free access to all these tracks offered by Google. So what benefits do you get? You get hands-on experience. You're not just reading through a PPT. You're not just listening to a video. You're directly working on the GCP. You're working on the platform. You're actually hosting something. You do this, you're even able to share it with other people that, yeah, this is what I've hosted. After completing a lab, you get your skills. You get certification, which can be then put on LinkedIn, which actually have credibility, which have value, which shows that you have what it takes to be a cloud engineer or a cloud developer. So what is going to be the path you're going to take for the next 30 days? The 30 days of cloud is not only something which you do hands-on, it trains you first. The way Qwik Labs is set up, it trains you how to work with their platform. Then it gives you how to run their commands. And as I said, then you get recognized for your efforts. You get some valuable things, and then there's goodies, which I'll talk about in some time. So what are the ways you can go about? There are 2 tracks that 30 Days of Google Cloud offers. Track 1 is cloud engineering. So you might ask, okay, no, I'm an AI/ML person. No, I'm an app developer. How can I be a cloud engineer? You don't have to worry about that. You are, let's say, a database person. You can store your data on cloud. You're still a cloud engineer. If you're an app person, you can work on your app, deploy the app on cloud, and you're a cloud engineer. You work on websites. You can host your website on cloud, and you are still a cloud engineer. So cloud engineer is not a new field. It's a field that seamlessly integrates and works on top of what you have built up so far. It just adds up. It's nothing new. It does not deviate you from the path which you've already taken. Now I'll put a shameless plug here. We have our amazing Android and Flutter team at GDSC who have amazing course contents and events planned in the coming few months. You sure want to keep an eye out for them. So as part of track 1, these are all the 6 labs. Okay, let's follow the terminology Google has. Google calls these quests. So let us also call these quests. So these are the 6 quests that you have to complete as part of your 30 Days of Cloud track 1. As soon as you complete one of the quests successfully, you get a quest badge. And if you earn all 6 of these, that would mean you have completed track 1 successfully. That would give you that credibility, that certification, and also the goodies. So track 1 has in general cloud engineering stuff, which teaches you how to set up an environment, how to set up a container, how to build networks, and all that stuff. And now let's come to track 2. Track 2 is on data science and machine learning. We know the current boom and the future boom is going to be data. We know how valuable data is. And we know how valuable working on data to predict something in future or knowing what is happening is. So that is why there is such importance given to data science and machine learning by itself. For a lot of you there, it might be like machine learning is a new field to me. I don't understand. It's hard, it's difficult, and you don't have to worry about that. For one, they teach you ground up on how to work on it. And 2, again, we have an amazing AI/ML team at GDSC who are always there to help you out, whatever the problem is. And they have their very own events which teach you from ground up what AI and ML is. How do you create a model and all of those things. So these are the 2 tracks that you have to do as part of 30 Days of Cloud. So your question might be, is it necessary that I do both the tracks to be eligible for the rewards or badges? No, you need to complete either track 1 or track 2. Completing both is not mandatory. Completing one is. So all in all, this 30 Days of Cloud is going to be 30 days of learning, building, sharing, and growing. Trust me, this is going to be a very fun experience. For all the people who have done it before, you know how it works. And for people who are going to do it now, if you're confused, don't worry. I have a demo coming up, a very short demo coming up soon. So let's talk about what else is there for you. You get your credibility, you get badges, you get certification, you get recognition, and you are a cloud engineer. So what else do you get for being a participant of 30 Days of Cloud? Of course, goodies directly from Google. And trust me, there's only 50,000 of these in production. And if only if you complete one of the tracks, you get a t-shirt and a sticker pack. As I said, complete one track, you get these set of rewards, but you can take it a step up. You can complete both the tracks, track 1 and track 2, and you will be eligible for an additional backpack and also a water bottle. So these are the cool goodies that you have access to. And now I'll take you through a quick demo of what GCP platform is, what Qwik Labs is, and try to get you thing to it. Let me see. Can you see my screen right now, the Gmail screen? Can someone confirm?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yes, okay. So how did everyone get a confirmation mail like this?
No, I didn't.
No, I did not get this. Yes, I didn't.
Okay. Okay, then don't worry about it. For people who have registered yesterday, you'll probably be receiving your confirmation mail by Monday night. And for people who have already received the confirmation mail and you have already completed the instructions given here, wonderful. For people who are stuck, who are confused, or who are yet to do something, I'll just, and I myself have not done the steps so that I can do it live and show them to you. Let's go through the process of how to set up Qwik Labs, how to get started with 30 days of cloud. So very firstly, make sure you go to this link in an incognito tab. Wait, and I'm assuming my incognito tab is not visible. 1 second. When you open that link, you can see the screen, right? The incognito window now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. So when you open the link that you got in mail, this is the screen that you're going to come to. Copy paste your code from here, paste it here, and submit. And now, according to the steps, you'll have to sign in with the Qwik Labs account. Make sure you sign in with the account that you've filled in while filling the form. And you should successfully now be having 9 credits in your account. So what happens is in Qwik Labs, each lab requires a certain number of credits for you to complete it. So what this initial code does is give you 9 credits, which you can use to complete any lab in Qwik Labs. So once you've done that, and once you can see that you've successfully got 9 credits, you have to go to this very first lab. This is the only lab you can see if you have properly followed up until now, and you can open it. I don't know if anyone wants to follow along, I'll pause here if someone wants to get to the stage and follow along with me throughout the lab. So should I continue or should I wait for someone? Someone want to do it along with me? Well, I'll just give it a couple of minutes before starting. So yeah, before I start, this is how your Qwik Labs is going to look. On the very right side, you're going to have the contents this lab is going to cover. In between, it's going to be step-by-step instructions, the information, quizzes in between, and all those things which will tell you what this lab is about, what you have to learn and what you have to do. And then towards the left is where your practical thing starts. So once you're in a lab, this is true for any lab you do. In any track, any lab you do, this is how it's going to be. You click on Start Lab and give it time to start. It'll set up, it'll give you a new account. And right here, these are 3 details which you must not, this is the 3 details which are of importance throughout these 45 minutes. So every lab in Qwik Lab is timed. So this is 45 minutes and I have 45 minutes to complete these labs, go through all the steps, complete all the questions, run any commands, do any instructions they have asked me to follow here, and all of that. So now I'll open Google Console. Here we sign in using the details they have given us. So this is going to be the username And this here is going to be the password which you'll use. Click on I accept here. Sometimes you might get options that say update your recovery phone number, update your recovery email ID. Do not do any of them. And now if you have logged in successfully, this is the page you'll be greeted to, the home page of Google Cloud Platform. As I said, Google Cloud Platform has a lot of services to offer. You want compute, you want serverless, you want storage, you want database, everything. There's like literally everything here. So you can have your fun exploring them. And let's say as this is one thing which is very important, not important, but it's going to save you a lot of time. Let's say as part of a lab, you're working with AI platform and that is like so down the line, you can pin it and it will be at the top right here whenever you want to use it. It saves you a lot of time. Trust me, this is a 45-minute lab, but some labs are like over an hour and which require you to go to this place multiple times. So it's best you pin the bar in the service which you're working with. So right now, once you open this is the cloud platform you get. This is where your APIs and services are going to be. There's multiple APIs available and you can, and in the end, trust me, if you do not find anything they ask you for, there's a search bar and it literally gives you whatever you want. So, they see literally everything is arranged task wise. You have a task one, you open Cloud Console, and you'll be like, which field is not found in the left pane? I'll be system admin. And you keep on answering all of that. And once you're done through all of it, make sure all of you are supposed to complete this first lab. Otherwise, you'll not be eligible for any kind of pass. So make sure you stay for at least 5 minutes. This is a 45-minute lab. Make sure you stay till 40 minutes. Complete all those questions. Try and do all of this understanding. And after you're done with the whole lab, after you're done with the question answers, you can click on End Lab and you will be credited with a pass. That is going to be a advantage pass, which will allow you to do all the labs. So every lab here throughout the thing is going to be, as I said, timed. Let me show you. Let's wait for the 40 minutes to be over. In the meanwhile, I'll show you how to access the other labs. You have a program syllabus here. Just open that. And you can start off with whichever track you want to work with. The very first very first quest for each track is the same, as I said before. So you don't have to worry about it for the first week. Just click on this. And you select each quest. This is the one which we are doing right now. Then we go to creating a virtual machine, start this lab, complete this. They have steps given. They're asking you to run the commands. And they check progress as to whether you have run the commands or not. Right here, if you do not run the commands properly, they ask you to run commands. If you don't do that properly, the check by progress is going to fail. At beginning, it all seems a bit confusing, but the more you do it, it's going to be the same throughout with different tasks at every time. You can reach out to me, Pratyush, or Triansh at any point of time throughout these 30 days to actually get comfortable or get acquainted with how Qwik Labs works, or if you're stuck with any task throughout. Triansh or Pratyush, would you mind helping me out? Let's just quickly finish these.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is GCP, Google Cloud.
GCP, yeah.
True. True. Oh,
Was.
okay.
Cool, it was. So, while you're doing the lab, make sure you follow through all of this. This tells you where you work with permissions, where you work with networking, where you work with security. Okay, there is one important aspect that I've probably missed. As you remember, as I said, for Google Cloud Platform, one of the ways of accessing the Google Cloud Platform is through the Cloud Shell. This is a shell that is provided to every user whatsoever, irrespective of whether you have created a virtual machine, whether you have a server running, irrespective of whatnot. This is going to open up a command line with Google Cloud command line tools already installed, which you can use directly. This will open up your server, and here you can run all the commands which they ask you to. For example, like right here, you authorize this, and it will list your student account, it will set your project details and all of that. This is where you're going to run all the commands which they ask you to. And let's say you are a BigQuery person. There, for most probably this is going to be applicable for people who are going to do AI and ML. This literally creates an SQL workspace here, and you have a SQL editor, which where you run your queries to run your models. Okay, probably this I can't do this experiment. You can do it with. Just if people, if you all are acquainted with how Linux works, that is exactly how the shell is going to be. This shell is a Unix shell. All the commands which you're acquainted on your Linux terminal are going to work here. Once you're done with the whole lab, as I said, now we have to wait for at least 5 minutes. We have done with like around 7 or 8 minutes right now. Once you're through all the questions, through everything there is to read about API services and all, just click on End Lab. The credentials are no longer of use. You'll be getting new set of credentials every time you start a Qwik lab. And once you end lab and you go to your file, you should be credited with an advantage subscription. If it does not come immediately, just wait for some time before it does. See, now it has my 9 credits have converted into a monthly advantage subscription. So what this entitles me to is completing all the labs or tracks that are provided as part of 30 days of cloud. You don't have to worry about credits. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to go ahead and do the labs, and you have 1 month access. Like to me, I have access till October 25th to complete those tracks. There is an extra added benefit that you all are going to have. That is, if you complete at least one of these skill badges, you can request for 1 extra month of subscription. Let's say I've completed this before October 20th. That is the limit. If you complete one track, one quest before 20th of October, you get the privilege of asking for an extra month of subscription. What that allows you is gives you an extra month even after 30 days of cloud has ended to go and pursue the 30 days of clouds or any other labs or quests that you want to pursue, which you like in Qwik Labs. So and for people who have done this, people who have got advantage subscription, congratulations, you're eligible to start 30 days of cloud, and you can start it right now. You don't even have to wait till 27 to start it. You can start doing these tracks right now. So that was about it for a quick demo. If you have any questions right now that you want to see as part of GCP, let me know. You can put it on chat, or you can just open up your voice, or anything in general regarding the whole program which you're concerned about, which you have doubts about, you can ask right now.
So
hello, my name is Qwik. Okay.
Yeah, I had some doubts regarding the cloud thing. So what would happen after 1 month? Like if we host some websites or something, will it still be there after 1 month?
Wait, one thing is you are not going to get any kind of credits, or you're not going to use your own Google Cloud platform. If you have seen as part of the demo, every lab or every track is going to give a unique set of credentials, which is going to be only available for that specific time frame. So as soon as you click on End Lab, all the data you have worked on, everything you have hosted is gone. So you do not have any kind of credits in which you can actually host your own software. You're just learning how it works. And once you've learned through it, you can actually implement them on your personal account. Can you get me? Yeah, any query? Yeah, good.
I did not receive. My question is regarding the mail which you did not receive, which you showed on the.
Oh, right. Don't worry about that. I have like official news that everyone who has not received the mail yesterday is going to receive it by the end of Monday. And even then, if any of you don't receive the mail, you can contact me and I'll take it up.
Sure. That's
Yeah. Uh, right. About that part. Once you complete your quick lab, there is a tick mark that comes below beside it. So no, you'll not have to do that again. You can just continue doing from after that. 1 second. Well, and if you do not have a tick mark here, like me, you'll probably have to do that again. Is that okay? Apart than Triansh, you maybe you might answer this. We'll have to do that tour of Quick Labs again, right?
No, generally, if you have logged in from your account, it will register like you have done this lab. Generally,
Right.
it might take some time for reloading, but mostly
Okay.
it shows the tick mark.
Well, if it doesn't show, we'll have to do it again.
Yeah,
Right.
but it shouldn't. It shouldn't be the
It
case that
shouldn't
you have
have.
to do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there is no penalty for not completing. If the time is over, the lab is over, and you'll have to start the whole thing again. That's it. Like there's no penalty for not doing it within time. You are free to attempt the lab as many times as you want, but you have to complete it within the time frame allotted. And trust me, it's they give you a lot more time than actually needed. Usually it takes 1/4 or half the time they give you. So that extra time is just for you to explore and learn what they have given throughout the quick labs. Well, honestly, Shreyansh, I don't think there are any prerequisites. They actually cover it from the prerequisites. So you can just start off with any of the lab you want. And I'd honestly suggest if you can take it, try to complete both the tracks. It's going to be very fun. And if you get stuck, all of us here can help you. You can actually discuss with your friends. You can ask GDSC, me or Pratyush or any other teams, and they'll help you out. Don't worry.
Excuse me, Pranavasri. Actually, I just am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, actually, I just enrolled through GDSC today only. I haven't filled any form yesterday. So I might be able to
The
take
form
part in
had
this.
limited participation, so it was opened again just for 10,000 more people, and the form is closed now. If it is not in my hands, it is given officially by Google, so it will not be
But
possible.
actually, I filled a form from other club as well. So will I be able to part of this one if there are if there are
As
form?
other club, do you mean did you fill the form of 30 days of cloud?
Yes, actually, it was a Google form. I filled that
Right,
form,
right. And did
and
you get any kind of a confirmation mail or something?
no, I haven't get that yet. But they mentioned that you will get by 27.
Okay, then that is cool. If that is the case, yes, you can continue with the 30 days of cloud.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and one more thing, this track is planned so that you can do a bit of the tracks every single day throughout the 4 weeks, but you're free to complete it as soon as you want. Like if you are, let's say, able to complete both the tracks in less than a week, that is amazing. You are free to do it. Uh, Valid externally in the sense, Pratham? Later share as part of them. And those are credible. Those have been looked at. They have been accepted as your skill.
No, I think he wants computer vision quest or something like that.
Wait, I
Uh,
thought CV meant CV or resume. So
no,
okay,
I don't. What did you mean, Pratham? You can be clear.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
hope my
cool.
answer is clear, Pratham.
Hmm. Also, one point that I wanted to take out, like the 40-45 minutes is because Google doesn't want one person to hoard the resources of Google. So basically, they remove all your resources after 40 to 45 minutes so that you don't hoard the resources of Google for a long time. That's the only reason they are keeping that. It's not like they want to hinder your learning experience. Yeah.
Sorry, but I didn't hear the answer to my question. Did any, well, like, I haven't received the confirmation email yet. So can I start the tour of Quick Labs
Uh,
yet?
well, do not start before you receive the confirmation mail, because before starting the tour of Quick Labs, you're required to enter the code which you received through the mail. And if you have not yet received, do not worry, you will do so by Monday. This applies for everyone. Whoever has not received your confirmation email, you'll get it by end of Monday. And if you do not, contact me immediately so that I can take it up from them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And also in general, what our plan is, we'll probably be releasing a form in the next 10 or 15 days, like a midway form, where if you have any particular questions which you're not asking in general, you can use that form. And if you want another session or a simple, for some particular track or some training, if let's say you want, you're confused with an AIML track which you want a work through or a walkthrough, we can probably arrange for that sometime. If you have received the confirmation email, you can start right away. Yes.
I had a query. Like last time also, I applied for the Google Cloud. The problem is that I didn't receive the credits after the initial 9 credits. So
Okay.
like I even took it to the seniors last time also, but the issue couldn't be resolved, and hence I had to drop it after a week because like I couldn't proceed with the credits.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if a similar issue arises, what is supposed to be done?
Well, for one, I am in direct contact with the people who conduct. So if an issue arises, I'll immediately take it up with them, and they'll probably refill your contract or something, as long as everything on your side is right. So this time, instead of getting credits, you'll be getting a monthly pass. And if you do not, we'll try to resolve it as soon as possible. They did say it'll be as long as you're not in the wrong. There's nothing wrong with your details. Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Thanks,
You
sir.
did receive a confirmation mail, right?
Not yet. I applied in the like after
Yes.
the new form
Cool.
came.
No worries. Some part of the tracks but can't complete an certificate as such. I am not sure if you'll receive if you complete after 2 months, but you'll still get the badges, and which the badges you can post it on LinkedIn. They are equally valid. Nice one, Aditya. Ah.
Yes, if there are no more questions, we can continue with the rest part of the presentation.
Yeah. So, and also, if you have any more questions, you are free to post it in the chat or add it in the discussion in general, and we'll take up with it. Now we are almost towards the end of the presentation. We have just one announcement left to make. So I'm pretty sure this must be your Venkatramana, this session is just an introduction to how you would want to get started with Qwik Labs and not how you complete the tracks. For how you complete the tracks, you can just follow the instructions. And if you have any questions, we'll take it up with you. We just wanted to do it early because if people who have got the mail already can get started and who have not can know how to get started once you do. Otherwise, it'll be too late. So this must be your very first interaction with GDSC IIIT Hyderabad this year, and we have a lot of exciting events planned for throughout this year. We don't talk in terms of semesters, but in terms of years. So the very first event and the very next event that is coming is a hands-on RESTful backend development workshop by Coding Ninjas. There'll be a lot of hands-on projects. There'll be some quizzes and questions, and probably some goodies. Keep an eye out on our social media handle to know more details about it, and please do check it out. So that's it for this event. Thank you. I'll just wait a few more minutes if you have any questions, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen. So yeah, if there are no further questions, that will be probably for the session. We'll, please, before leaving, guys, we'll share a feedback form on chat. Please make sure to fill it so that we know where we went wrong and what we can do better in the next coming sessions. And because we want to give the best we have to you. And you can reach out to us at any point of time through our Teams handle or contacting us directly, or we are even setting up our Discord server soon. You can join in there. I'm sharing the feedback form in the chat.
I shared it.
Yeah, perfect.